Let's hope you can today. Yeah, let's get started. So yeah, let's get started. And happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows?
Huh? Well, that...
Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. But if you dally any
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... Right, I've gotta get going.
Seems...
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at...
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... the honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for Eve. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to...
We can't go turning a... Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
Hi.
What's up?
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm.
Let's hope they're still...
Oh, I'm
So,
good.
are you also...
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so... colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
I got to be real last night. I had 1069 primogenes and now I have 11k lol.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential.
But can... Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk! Let's take them out of the picture first!
My main goal is to get food.
Who are you? What? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
What's up with painting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
But am I still?
Wow.
You can find these hills. Take a look at this in the cyclical light.
Hold your horses. We found your man. I'm headed back.
But am I still gonna die now? Because it's still I'm still.
So, Sister Rosa, but back to the point. I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not... I've heard a bit of everything. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world. Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me.
Whoa, whoa.
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I haven't... It's like you.
Well, if you're...
I beg to differ, but you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get this...
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. Time for a change of surround...
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Monster?
But I'm still cold. That had to be the dumbest thing. How am I about to die if there's... Okay, let's this though.
Let the show begin.
pose a question. After this...
I don't know. Using alchemy after awakening.
No! Paimon's got a brain! But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious...
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say, the subject of my... How you're able to... Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And
Hey,
this
bro.
floating child is... connected to your body in some way?
How you?
I'm good. I'm good.
What a stupid question!
Boy.
Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not...
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force. Oh. But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick.
Hey! How...
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body, given that there's clearly a discrepancy. Firstly, let me lure a few
Huh?
direct and clear observations. Naturally, if you're...
Slimes! Slimes are fine!
Sup?
Who's that?
Well, prepare yourself.
What's up?
Go, Barbara, go!
It's been a while, but I'm happy in here.
I've been good.
Go, Barbara, go! Motion to compel. Inadmissible Incinerate! Motion to compel.
I kill you!
Boom, boom!
Great work. If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's
Internal flow?
It's very simple. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda...
Don't worry.
And in the...
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made... Well, that's just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an... It's a type of... I'll take you to my camp. All going to plan...
Paimon's? keep our eye.
Just what will we come across this time?
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
This is not the end.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
I'll protect us.
This is my campsite. I've added the while we are waiting. Have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board.
Whoa! Look at all the data!
I wouldn't call them results. Inference. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Albedo has such pretty eyes.
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But slowly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a wildflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back in that sense...
Yes, sir.
After all, we've got... If it turned out that...
It would... Speaking of...
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference. People are the same. They can... When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine. To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If...
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me. But starting with the premise of an...
Not bad. I think it's an...
You can count on...
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a... what Paimon meant to say was...
But if you're interested, why not have a look around?
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. Well, there may be... Take Tevat, for example. But worlds may well exist. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any... unique abilities? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was your best effort?
What's with the disappointment?
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with... I suppose... Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine...
Cooking? Paimon...
Not only is this recipe as...
Paimon bets you're just... It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good, but...
I'll leave you to it then. If there's anything...
Paimon doesn't... How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food?
That was fast.
Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
That was fast. An average as far as the proliferation hypothesis, unless...
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. And here's your portion.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong.
Hey! But you do have tasty recipes. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right?
Yes. They're all I managed to reach...
Paimon's barely...
Don't worry if you can't locate... If you had, say, superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, a lost property would... I must have dropped them some...
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental... The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it! This must be electrohypostasis powder!
Goodness. You managed to find... I'm wondering... This elemental site... This...
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a...
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly...
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. I have to commend... Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the difference is looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physics.
Is this an answer from this world?
jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your tops.
The opposite side of the lake.
Without limitations, some of us would be unable. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the result.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite... Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the... If the natural laws of Tavad,
But how does this help your
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about old. The essence of... I'm willing to pour all these things...
Oh, so that's...
Precisely.
So after all...
Of course not. Now, follow me. There...
I have a question. Do you have any 5-star characters?
I don't think so.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
I don't think so.
Go to character achieved. Okay, you Dante besides Traveler. My 5-star is the second one on the top. Kokomi. Stay quiet forever until Daniel gets worried. I am not.
What?
Makes Daniel worried. I am not here. My computer died, so I am waiting for it to turn back on to play Genshin.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities. I'd like you to explore these ruins and there are two puzzles located at the far ends of the... As with a physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. I tried and tested it. So, let's see you in action. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution. Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Gets really quiet and Auntie say anything back to Daniel. I meant I am holding my breath so I could die. Holds breath. Did you guys know that Mario is 4-0 and Princess Peach is 1-6 and they're married?
Motion to compound.
That's illegal. keeps going and started dieting.
Windblade!
Time for your arraignment! Boom boom!
Disappear!
Daniel, I am hungry.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Daniel, I am too shy to talk to you. Emoji backhand index pointing right, light skin tone. Emoji backhand index pointing left, light skin tone. Use Barbara to heal Traveler and Yanfi.
I know.
Bye Daniel, I am going to eat breakfast.
It was what? Oh my god.
Bye.
Incinerate! But my defense was watertight.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do... Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong... There's still a lot to learn. Let me make a copy first.
Another thing, but seems like if you want...
I've truly gained a... Let me return to the campsite first.
Emoji waving
By
hand.
the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to... Unless you can think of...
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced... I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from... I'd sooner believe you were...
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. I'm only concerned with one.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it! And
With an alchemist of his level. In any case, I'm not a...
so, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on...
We don't...
But for insurance purpose... Now then. All things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's good! Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh.
Let's dance.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is... you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our...
Please, I understand that this may have seemed Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to... I mentioned in that the only other life, but... imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to step, is not nurturing otherworldly life.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever.
Life is a manifold a short life can... So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Huh? Things feel a little... Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look at. Albedo, Paimon really wants to...
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean, at the time in the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your... Well... I made a point throughout of telling him how but what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, can I rely on you to stop me?
And that was the end of the friendship. Dun dun dun.
Hey, let's go see Timaeus! Paimon has a favor to ask him! It'd be great if we could catch Sucrose and Albedo too, but they seem really busy lately, so let's not get our heads set.
I am so ready for Thanksgiving tonight.
Saying.
Hey, Kamei! Is that Albedo? Why is he leaving?
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello, you two. It's been a long time.
Were you having a...
Just a regular catch.
So, he didn't look in the best... Yeah!
Upset. I wonder if to make...
Surely. A favor?
Well, Paimon found a bunch of super duper sweet Sincerias in the mountain. Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in and it turns them into juice. That way, they'll be preserved for...
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Well, as you alchemists see Paimon, I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible device.
Huh?
In fact, of course, we know better now. But even then I have...
Paimon just wanted some...
Oh, of course, these are just Timaeus' but I wouldn't get your...
He won't. Albedo is not that kind of person.
Hey!
Unless he specifically...
Then let's go to Dragonspine to find him!
Motion to compel. Inadmissible evidence! Yikes! Most... A client? Very pleased to meet you. Here's my card. I'm afraid I can't leave my desk today. If it's a dispute we're dealing with, then please bring the relevant parties here to see me. Let me just give you a breakdown of my fees. One moment. Huh? Came just to chat? No fee necessary then. So just to clarify, you... came to chat as friends.
With the wind!
Roasting.
Windblade! Disappear! Yeah!
up the flame!
Wind blade!
Boom boom! Ja, ha. Ja. Come on, we can do it. I'll protect us. Motion to compel. Boom boom! Motion to compel. Inadmissible
Wind blade! With the wind!
Boom boom! Motion to compel. Incinerate!
Wind blade!
Motion to compel.
Mixing this quickly!
Let's dance. You can't run. Punishment.
This is bad.
Judgment. Kick. Boom boom. Wrap up the flame. Let's dance.
Who's this first? This death. Flash frost. Fresh